Good evening. Call to order the Planning Commission for the regular meeting on March the 18th. The first thing on the agenda tonight, to let the audience know, the Planning Commission Chair and the Vice Chair are absent tonight. So in view of that, I'm calling for a vote to determine a temporary chair to conduct the meeting tonight. So at this time, to do that, we'll entertain a motion from any board members to nominate someone for the chair.
Nominate Mayor Ray Norris.
We have a nomination from Norris. Any other nominations? Nomination closed. Elected unanimously.
All right.
Termination of a quorum. We have four members tonight, so we do have a quorum. So if you'll please join me in standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I hope everyone has read the minutes from the previous February 19th meeting. If so, I'd like to get a motion to approve those minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve from Commissioner
Second.
Townsend. So need a second.
Second.
Second from Hall. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. This time I'd like to invite any public comments for that are items that are not on the agenda tonight. Are there any public comments? Seeing none, we'll move right into the reports from officers and staff.
Thank you, Mayor. We have two recent rezonings that have failed, both agricultural to R1. Those rezonings on Old Shelbyville Highway did not pass their first reading. We also have some training on March 28th at 5 p.m. to 7, so it's 2-hour training. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you. Seeing no old business, we'll move right into the new business. First on the agenda is the Legacy Preserves a major subdivision final plat to create 50 lots and 64 townhomes along Old Ledford Mill Road. It's on tax map 108, parcel 9101. The applicant is Alan Howard and Kenny Sadler. Need a motion to get that on the agenda.
Make a motion.
Got a motion? Got a second? Turn it over to the planning director for comments.
All right, thank you. We still got to open it up for, a public hearing as well?
We can, yes, I'm new at this.
And the developer, allow them to speak.
And the developer, you're welcome to come to the podium and tell us about your plans, and Mr. Sadler, you're named in one of them.
I'm Kenny Sadler, 4866 Woodbury Highway, Manchester, Tennessee. And I'm here tonight on Alan's behalf. He was unable to be here. He's out of town. So if there's any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them on his behalf. Nick Northcutt was a surveyor for this project. And Nick has got the flu, so he has a staff member also here tonight that would be happy to answer any questions that there may be on the actual plat, the final plat.
All right, any questions for the developer? You know, planning director, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. 50 residential lots on 35.26 acres. The preliminary plat was approved in 2022. In addition to this, 64 townhomes were added to this plat during the construction phase. So an amendment will be needed to the preliminary plat. So this final plat will also serve as an amendment to the preliminary plat that was approved in 22. The zoning for it is R3. It's 35.26 acres. Lots will be served by newly constructed local roads with a sidewalk on one side with the right-of-way. The connectivity is 1.44, which meets the requirement of 1.4. The bylaws, declaration, the master deed, the charter are consistent with and in compliance with the Tennessee Horizon Property Regime Act. Lots 33, 34, 35, 18, and 17, the building setback lines are the same as the property lines. Since the riparian buffer, we could go to subdivision regulations 4-10.5 for that. Staff recommends to approve this final plat plat, subject to all staff comments.
Thank you. Any other questions for the planning director?
Yeah, I was curious about the connectivity index. Back on the preliminary plat, it said it had a 1.4 index on the preliminary plat, but it only had the one entrance with the 50 homes at that time. And I was curious how, when we add all this other, that it's still at the same index.
Right, so if you take into consideration that actually, what is it, stub out as well, and then the other one entrance, it still comes up with a
Still,
1.44
okay.
because it adds the additional nodes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any other comments? We've got a motion and a second. We're ready to vote? Please vote by raising your hand to approve. Passes unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Sadler.
Thank y'all for your time.
Okay, the second thing on the agenda tonight's been approved. We have no further business. Seeing no further business will come before the board. The planning commission is adjourned. With that, we'll move into some previous activity. This is from the Board of Zoning Appeals, their regular meeting, and so tonight we'll just go in quickly into the call to order. Read and approve the minutes from the February meeting. That's the only thing on the agenda tonight. I hope you've read and approved them. Need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion from Alan.
Second.
Second. Any comments on the agenda? On the minutes? If not, the stand approved is read. With that, there being no other new business or no other old business, with that, we're adjourned. Have a good evening.